Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Neil Foster and I'm so glad you're here with me today. If you're a regular, you'll know this is the place where we talk all things rider mindset, the thoughts, the habits, and those little inner shifts that make a huge difference to your riding. And if this is your first time watching, welcome. Think of this as a friendly conversation, just you, me, your horse, and maybe that inner voice in your head that sometimes cheers you on and sometimes doesn't. Today's video is called The Power of Curiosity in Rider Progress. And honestly, this is one of my favorite topics because curiosity is such a game changer for riders. But before we dive in, if you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really does help grow this community. And if you'd like to keep the conversation going, come and join us in the Neil Foster Rider Mindset Podcast Facebook group. It's where riders just like you share experiences, struggles, and those little light bulb moments. All right, let's get started. When you hear the word curiosity, what do you think of? Maybe a child constantly asking why, or maybe the joy of discovering something new. In riding, curiosity means swapping judgment for questions. Instead of, that was rubbish, it becomes, why did my horse react that way? What can I learn from this? See the difference? One closes a door, the other opens it wide. I once worked with a rider who beat herself up every time she missed a distance in show jumping. Together, we tried something new. She replaced judgment with curiosity. Instead of, I'm hopeless, she asked, what influenced that distance? Was it the canter, my focus, my line? Suddenly, mistakes became information and her confidence grew because she wasn't terrified of failing anymore. So let me ask you, where do you tend to judge yourself the hardest? And what might happen if just for a week you replace judgment with curiosity? Here's the cool part. Neuroscience backs this up. When you're curious, your brain releases dopamine, that feel-good chemical. Not only does it lift your mood, but it also helps you learn faster and remember more. So when something tricky happens in your riding, like your horse spooking, curiosity keeps you engaged. Instead of, not again, you ask, what triggered that? How can I set us up better next time? And here's the bonus. Your horse feels it too. Curiosity softens your energy, steadies your body language. Horses read that as I'm open, I'm listening, and they respond. That's why curiosity isn't just a nice to have, it's a brilliant mindset hack. It rewires your brain, helps you learn quicker, and builds a calmer, more connected partnership with your horse. Let me share a few real stories from riders I've worked with. The nervous rider. She was terrified of hacking out alone. Every rustle, her heart raced. We used curiosity. What's my horse noticing that I can't? What's his body language telling me? Fear became fascination, and eventually hacking became something she looked forward to. The ambitious competitor. She always felt not good enough. But when she asked, what can I learn from this class? What tiny detail can I improve? The weight of perfection lifted. And with that freedom, her progress soared. The everyday amateur. She didn't compete, but she used to come home deflated if things went wrong. With curiosity, she noticed patterns, her horse's mood in different weather, her own posture, even how music before riding shifted her energy. Suddenly, riding became an adventure, not a test. Think about it. Where in your riding could curiosity transform frustration into discovery? All right, let's get practical. Here are 6 curiosity tools you can use straight away. The what if game. Before riding, ask, what if I focus just on my breathing today? What if I notice how my horse feels in walk? Swap judgments for questions. Replace that was awful with what contributed to that? Curiosity journaling. After a ride, write down 3 questions instead of 3 statements. Curiosity breaks. When training gets frustrating, pause and ask, what am I missing? What else could I try? Curiosity in competition. Treat shows as classrooms. Notice how you and your horse respond, not just the results. Curiosity conversations. Ask your trainer, a friend, or even yourself, what's one thing you see that I don't? I'd love you to try one of these this week. And when you do, pop into the Facebook group and share your experience. Curiosity is contagious. Let's spread it. Here's the truth. Confidence isn't about knowing you'll always get it right. It's about trusting that you can handle whatever happens. Curiosity feeds that trust because mistakes aren't failures anymore. They're simply data, clues, information you can use. And when you stop fearing mistakes, you ride with more freedom, more openness. Your horse feels that too. That's why curiosity doesn't just grow your confidence, it transforms the partnership between you and your horse. So there you have it, the power of curiosity in rider progress. I hope this video has sparked some fresh ideas for you and maybe even a little curiosity about your own riding. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. It really does make a difference. And come join us in the Neil Foster Rider Mindset Podcast Facebook group. It's where you'll find extra tips, behind the scenes thoughts, and a community of riders who truly get it. You can also join my email list for weekly mindset boosts, resources, and little invitations you won't see anywhere else. Remember, curiosity is the secret ingredient to progress. Stay curious, stay kind to yourself, and most importantly, keep enjoying the ride. See ya in the next video.